Hello everybody, today we are going to look at the 2013 LEGO Star Wars sets in an attempt to figure out whether in fact it was the best year for LEGO Star Wars. Along with 2008, 2010, and my own claim of 2005, 2013 is one of those years that LEGO Star Wars fans say is the best one. And just so everybody knows, this is my opinion. You should comment your own down below because I do read the comments and I will take those into consideration when formulating my own opinions. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the sets and I'll give you my opinions. LEGO Star Wars started these planet sets in, I don't know whether it was 2013, but this was a pretty heavy year on the planet sets. I believe we have 5 or more. And first I'm showing you Alderaan. I don't mind this, but I don't love the planet sets. This is not a bad choice of vehicle and minifigure for Alderaan. I really think the Tantive 4 is very giving to LEGO, but I cannot forgive the fact that we do have these globular planet sets. This one is probably the worst of the bunch. Having an asteroid field as a planet is pretty darn terrible, but I do like the TIE Bomber. I think that's pretty cool. The minifigure's hit or miss, but I do like bringing the TIE Bomber back into it. And to be honest with you, with this Coruscant and Clone Trooper, both of which are kind of alright, the Coruscant doesn't really look like the Coruscant we see in Episode 3, but I kind of digress. That vehicle, I cannot name. Nonetheless, we just had an asteroid field posed as a planet, so I'm not going to say too much bad things about this. When I first look at a picture of the Endor set, I do forget that the forest moon of Endor does have a lot of clouds surrounding it. But I do like the vehicle in this. The pilot is kind of bad, to be honest. But the vehicle and planet are pretty accurate, so I don't mind this as a planet set. This next one is Hoth. I really don't think you can do poorly with Hoth. The vehicle and minifigure make the most sense, but this is kind of a softball of a set. Alright, so the Camino set here is known as one of the worst LEGO Star Wars sets, and I kind of have to agree. The fact that we're not getting a human being or a humanoid species in this set, and we're getting a very kind of minimalist LEGO Jedi Starfighter with it, kind of lends itself to that claim that this might be one of the, I'd say, top 5 worst LEGO Star Wars sets. While we're on the topic of bad LEGO sets, let's take a look at this battle pack, alright? This is the LEGO Clone Troopers vs. Droidekas battle pack. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and most of it's wrong. Let me preface with the good stuff. The Clone Troopers are awesome. I love the Sergeant. But why do we have to have 2 really poor droidekas? The Jedi Bob 2002 droidekas in the Republic gunship from that year were infinitely better than this. And then let's talk about that build. What the heck is that command post? We can do so much better. A far more successful version of the Versus battle packs is this Sith Troopers versus Republic Troopers battle pack. I love the look of each of these minifigures, and I absolutely adore that weapon the Republic Trooper has. I'm still not in complete love with the build for this set, but it's not as bad as the one in the Clone Troopers Droidekas one. Alright, so after a rocky start to this video in terms of the sets that we're seeing a really nice set here with the ATRT build. We're seeing a great Clone Trooper and a Yoda, and an amazing build that's basically the same build that we see in the 501st set from this year. So this is a pretty well done ATRT. Really expensive to get now, but I'm not going to hold it against it. Moving on, we're seeing one of the best sets of the year, the ATTE. It comes with an awesome Coleman Trevor minifigure, as well as a well done updated Mace Windu, and arguably one of the best clones that we see in LEGO Star Wars, the Commander from Episode 2. The droids in this set are also great, and I think overall the build is basically just a slightly improved version of the one that we see in 2008 or 2009. After being very spoiled in the year of 2020 by the A-Wing, the UCS A-Wing in particular, we're seeing this more primitive A-Wing. I don't mind it. I think, we had a upgraded one, both in the green one that we've seen recently and the UCS one, but this is not a bad set. It's slightly above average, I'd say. This set here is one of the few banes of my existence. Why would LEGO choose to include the only ever Phase 2 Rex in this insignificant Bark Speeder with sidecar set? I don't love this set as a whole. Yes, it comes with Rex and an okay Obi-Wan, but why not improve upon that with including Rex in a far better set? So this set is, I believe, Battle on Hoth or Battle of Hoth. This is really what we should have held LEGO to a standard for with the UCS Hoth set. This is exactly what we needed to see. Just we have all the stuff we'd want. I'd love to see more sets like this. A Battle of Geonosis set like this. This would be quite great if LEGO could put out another one of these in any other pretty large battle in Star Wars. Next up is a set that's neither overrated nor underrated. This is the Corporate Alliance tank droid with a pretty cool Jango Fett that's updated. We really need another update of him, clearly, since I think it's been 7 years. And a clone trooper and a great Geonosis battle droid. This is a good set. I think it's, rated. It's fairly rated, and people like it for a reason, and a valid reason. Next up is the Duel on Geonosis. I'm not a big fan of LEGO Star Wars kind of environmental builds, and this is one of those sets that I think we could have just had our minifigures and the Dooku Speeder, and I think that would be all we really need. I think a remake of, I believe it was 2002, would be very much warranted, and these kind of environmental builds just aren't necessary in real life LEGO Star Wars. I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that I don't even know what this next set is, but I am not going to give it points off for that. I think it's made well for whatever it is. There's a good amount of detail, and the minifigures seem to be pretty cool. Next up, we have the Homing Spider Droid. I think this is alright. It's a good remake of the prior one with the Commander Fox. I would have liked to see an updated Commander Fox in any of these Clone Wars sets that they made in this year, of the very many sets they made in this year. That's the key thing about this year, guys, is that this year there were so many LEGO Star Wars sets made. This next set I really like. Jabba's Sail Barge, we need a remake of, and this one is a solid 9 or 10 out of 10 for me. Next up, we have the Jedi Defender class cruiser. This one is, I believe, from the Old Republic, and it's well made, and the characters look pretty cool. I'm not sure kind of the origins of these characters or vehicle, so I'm not going to say anything bad about that, but I think that this is nicely detailed, and I do enjoy the set. Next up is Zek 14's Headhunter or Starfighter, I don't even know, but it's a one from Yoda Chronicles, which I automatically am giving a thumbs down for, but the minifigures look pretty sick. Next up, Mandalorian Speeder, guys. I do enjoy this set. It's minimalist, and I don't believe it was above $30 when it was put out. It comes with 3 top-tier minifigures, and that's basically all you can ask for in a smaller set like that. Next one is another example of why are you doing an environmental thing. We don't need a Rancor pit. It's kind of a sub-build of something else. If you want to include a Rancor pit in the Jabba's Palace, which I believe is a large enough build to somewhat merit a set for, be my guest. But I'm not a big fan of this set. The 2013 Republic gunship is, with its other counterparts, arguably the best Republic gunship that we have. I don't think that you can really put a label of best Republic gunship on any of our current Republic gunships from LEGO. But this does have the most detailed minifigures and vehicle. I do enjoy this set as I would enjoy any other Republic gunship, so no points off. But let's talk about points off. Points on for this set first, though. Ahsoka and the Clone Trooper look great. The Umbarans are kind of weird, as is their tank. I am not all for this. The amount of pieces this was, and just kind of the overall choice of this set in particular. And another Umbara set, I believe the third of the year, this is the Headhunter. This comes with a Ponkrell and two 501st oriented clone troopers. I do like the minifigures in this one. The vehicle is very, very bad though. As we pass about 10 minutes into this video, a relatively long video from me, we are getting to the UCS sets, the final two sets, which is an indicator of how many LEGO Star Wars sets were put out in the year 2013. So, this is the X-Wing, and it does the job it needs to. I'm not going to be a big fan of this ever. I don't think it's bad. And I have something to say about our final set, the Ewok Village, which is a fantastic looking set. Why is there so much hate for the Attack on Hoth, UCS, or whatever it is, set, but not for this? This should be a Master Builder series just the same way the other one should be. This is an environmental build, which we tend to see be the new Master Builder series type of thing. Like if we get a Mos Eisley from this year, I did not expect that to be a UCS, and I don't want that to be. I think that the Ewok Village should have been the first target of people saying, why is this UCS? The year 2013 brought us about 25 and counting new LEGO Star Wars sets. That's a lot. But LEGO tends to show you they will have great sets if you wait. So the more sets that LEGO puts out, the more good sets we will see. So I think that the idea that 2013 was by far the best year for LEGO Star Wars is a little bit off. We do see a lot of great sets in 2013. We see a great Republic gunship. We see a good Ewok Village. We see a great ATTE. But we don't see hit after hit after hit, or at least average or above average for every single set. There are a lot of bad sets in this year. So I don't think that you can really say that 2013, in fact, was the best year for LEGO Star Wars. I'd say it was a pretty far above average year, but not one that was top tier. Anyways, guys, tell me how I'm wrong in the comments, but not before you like and subscribe. I hope you all stay well and stay safe. Have a great day. See you soon.